Hey guys, so I'll give you another update here. So the cab is on the body mounts, made up some body mounts here. Got the nose tacked in, got the hood on, got the front fender. It's all supported on its own here. So everything's just tacked up for the moment because we're trying to figure out, pretty happy with how it all looks and fits on the chassis right now. So just figuring out spacing, everything. So it's got this bracket on here. I didn't need to go a little bit size bigger and then flip it over, but I just quickly tacked it in. Don't mind my welds here. So body mount down there, block, and then the two spacers. So once I get new bushings here, I'm gonna tack that all in. So this bracket here, so just a piece of angle iron. So I'm gonna build a little bracket up now that I got the right height and spacing here to go over, so we can gap between this bolt here, so you can take that out and out when we need. But pretty happy with this height, so now just to make it all look nice and build proper brackets here. So don't criticize me just yet. Tack this in just to hold this. So now the lines are pretty good. So I gotta adjust the screws in here, loosen that off a little bit, a little tight here, but just as far as this gap goes, pretty happy with that. See, obviously adjustments and stuff here, so that's pretty good. 12 valves is sitting in there. Now that we can open up the cab here, so nothing pretty. Got the good old Grand Caravan seat. So get rag 360 in here. So I'm gonna build, it's a little too angled for me, so I'll build it, arc it up a little bit better. But I had to cut the floor just a bit there so you can see. So a nice little gap between the transmission. So nothing's resting on there. Nice thing with the manual is it sits a little lower than if this was auto. So now to build my floor pan, or build all this old wiring and stuff. Might actually try to reuse these gauges, put the other factory gauge in here. This thing only had 38,000 miles on it, so. But yeah, so pretty happy. Obviously, that there is where that's gonna bolt to the body mount there. So I should be able to get this tucked, bring this back right about here, and then down. So I'm gonna optimize as much space in this small little cab, but pretty happy with how it's coming so far. I think I'm actually gonna stick the fill neck in here, but I haven't confirmed yet. So, but yeah, so obviously that body mount there, everything's just tacked up. That one there. So I'll get those pieces once I take the whole cab off and weld everything nicer once it's easier to get access to. And then yeah, so pretty happy with that alignment right there. So I do have my axle relocation bracket, so I can push this axle a little bit more forward, which would give me a nice clearance. And yeah, we're going for the gap here. There's actually a piece that goes through here. That's part of there, so you can see on like this one. This little lip goes along. That's what it looks like. So once I put that in, it'll hide that gap and should flow pretty nice. So got the Cummins badge off my other truck there. So the box lined up pretty good. So let's see. So I'm gonna probably put the full inch from here forward for the relocation brackets, which will push that nicely back into that wheel well. So, but it's coming along. So this is the hardest part of the whole thing, I think, is just getting all these body mounts and everything to line up nicely. so it all looks proper. But and then yeah, so we'll put the filler piece into here, get this filled in nicely, bend this back, and then the running board should go pretty well. Actually, with this other style cab, the actual Power Wagon cab is about to here, so you can see on this one, and then the running board. So, but I think with how this thing's looking, I think we can actually keep that, run the whole running board right across, connect the fender, and around. So, yeah, happy with the progress coming. Working on this. It's freaking cold up here, so this thing's too big to go in my garage. So you can see. So we're pretty good. Have to build probably back just a little bit, and then come across. Gonna heat wrap all that stuff there, so people don't burn their feet here. But should still have a decent amount of room for this cab. So, but probably gonna run a nice TMI, rip this out, and then fill the whole floorboard in. Put a nice TMI veg seat in here. And then yeah. So, but it's coming along. So, goals to be driving this thing come spring, summer. So, let's see what your guys' thoughts are. Thanks, guys.